Time now for the Peter Channel Saturday Morning News on this Saturday morning, October 15th, 2016. Got, good morning to you all on this lovely Saturday morning, October 15th, 2016. There are your news and odds. Top story at 8 a.m. on this Saturday morning is two additional women on Friday stepped forward and accused Donald Trump of sexually assaulting them. The latest revelation to rock the GOP nominee's campaign. Representatives from nearly 200 American countries at the Montreal Protocol agreed on a deal to reduce emissions by lawful greenhouse gases on Saturday summit in Kigali, Rwanda. Ben Island, India. India and Russia renewed their long-standing close ties during an annual talks that Saturday signed a Seoul Cooperation Agreement and discussing misgivings about recent interventions in a decades-long relationship. Three men from a militant cell called the Crusaders spotted the bomb in Moscow and apartment complex home the Somali immigrants, the Fed said. While Hillary Clinton comes out with cozy with Wall Street bankers that emails released by WikiLeaks, there's one group that sees potentially possible signs and active message. Progressives. Baghdad, a suicide bombing and target at a funeral gathering in northern Baghdad on Saturday killed at least 35 people and left them 63 wounded Iraqi police and hospital officials said. An attack by armed terrorists on a security checkpoint in northern half of Sinai Peninsula on Friday has left a dozen military personnel dead, according to the Egypt's military. Aisha Bahari, the Nigeria's first lady, said she may not back her husband, President Muhammadu Buhari, in the next election. That piece of news has caused the head of Africa's most populous country and the largest economy, Venezuela, diplomatic. Havana, Cuba, for decades, Cuban cigars have been famous in the U.S. for their intense earthy flavor and irritability, as U.S. limits on Cuban cigars and alcohol. The Saudi-led coalition bombing in Weddings, Yemen, sent a detective funeral hall to the capital Sinai based on bad information. The Pasadena North was embraced for a second storm aiming the Pueblo coast Saturday with intense wind and rain. The first storm spawned by Typhoon Sagda expected to dredge the west coast from Washington down to Northern California. Dakota Access Pipeline protesters square off against police to do the Center Rock Reservation to pipeline route outside for the Little Town of St. Anthony, North Dakota. Phoenix seated his desk and overlooking the city's data. Sheriff Joel Arabio punished a silver flip phone when it rang with a Sinatra tune. The round came off. A Michigan judge granted increasing first with the defendant was talking back to him, stormed down from the bench and rushed to help the student man with the wrists being in handcuffs. Deutsche Bank considered changing U.S. strategy according to the sources. Hershey Company's chief executive J.P. Bilbrey announced plans Friday to step down following months of failed negotiations to sell the company Mondelez International, making them the third person to lead the candy maker's top post. The observable universe contains 10 times more galaxies than initially thought, according to a new study of the pitch. Research team found traces of bunch of satellites while searching for the fossilized foraminifera, suggested a carbon strike led to the fossil at exxon thermal maximum. There's a big difference between dead and dying. As Outside Magazine published a somewhat tongue-in-cheek computer strip for the Green River Reef earlier this week, started last month for 25 million BC to 2016. Changing the way it does business, Medicare Friday, and failed to far reaching overall of how it pays doctors and other clinicians. Electrodes electrically stimulated the new route to corpus brain to create its perception while bypassing the spinal cord injury. An African-American OBGYN said she was discredited against on a flight, but attendants refused to let her help with an in-flight medical emergency. Washington is still extradition taking the presidential election to the back to the Americans. Atlanta, no ID requirement says that I'm familiar with disinfo places, names missing from the voters' rolls. There's just some challenges that could disrupt voter request day. Country for election day. Salt Lake City, Utah, Republican Senator Dan Tucker since 2016 lectured to the terms and choosing to get a shot of poison, he said in Backlaw, Utah State Capitol building. Cleveland President first 100 days of our failing cabinet went to the little bit of campaign promise in the before President adversary Stefan at a honeymoon. Peter Children's time is 8:04. Local news from the Edinburgh Sun Chronicle. Target shows that currently moved cloud masks from their shelves and website as well as the creepy cloud phenomenon sweeping the country. A local store place said the cloud masks were on sale previously, but have eliminated in fact the chain. A worker said that because of what's been going on, as Target Incorporated officials confirmed Friday that the company has removed cloud masks from all stores as well as the dirt site. The company's web page shows the cloud masks that are available as cloud-related customers and merchants that remain on sale on various websites and pop-up Halloween stores. Seacock and raid on local home found 40 pounds of marijuana, money in a sawed-off shotgun. Police said that resulted in the arrest of one person. Atterbury opened the first of the three aspects of doing sports villages bed, delayed about a month until David Boucher said Friday. Atterbury, the 26th annual Crop Agri Walk, sponsored by the Atterbury Area Church Catholic Church, will take place on Sunday, October 16th at Lost Let Drive. Atterbury, though, What Children's Choir, a group of 18 orphans about Uganda, will continue 6 months U.S. store with a performance at Lost Let Drive at 7 p.m. on Thursday, November 3rd. In Somerton, New Hampshire, St. 93, southbound in afternoon at where the railway injection companies responded. Dispatch now reported no injection and one party was strapped in the back of the vehicle. Just went to work and party has been absconded from the vehicle and they've been transported to hospital. And now looking at sports at 8:05. Last night, the Not Lancers girls soccer team defeated the Auckland 4-3, while the boys soccer team got shut out by Auckland on the road 2-0, and the Not Lancers football team lost to Halston 28-7. And in the ALCS, game number 1, Cleveland Indians defeat the Toronto Blue Jays 2-0. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be out in Toronto taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game time, 7 o'clock. Cleveland Andrew Miller's slider is a real fireball. While Indian manager Terry Franco spoke about Trevor Bauer cutting his finger on a drone by joking that everyone at some point at the life had an accident with one. Cavaliers resigned J.R. Smith with a 4-year, $57 million deal. Orchard Park, when you have made the playoffs for the 16 years more, there are typically a few times during the season when you're going to have a perfect favorite to win the game. Peter Chalduza is now 8:06 on this Saturday morning, and it's 12 now for a travel and transit report. Baby! Let's take off an MBTA when subway system is looking good. Commuter rail, Fitchburg line train 1400, 6:38 a.m. from Fitchburg to 5 to 10, 15 minutes behind scope between Littleton and North Station. Please put off Fairmont Whistle Line Transit outbound for performance of Western Native Wellesley Farms today. And weekend ferry service stuff from Hingham, Hull, Greyhound, George's Island, and Logan Airport and will return Memorial Day 2017. Okay, now I was in Boways of New England on this for Saturday morning. Merritt Parkway on the eastbound side, Little Swift, Ridley, Bridgeport, 95 on the northbound side, slow around Route 295 in Attleboro. But otherwise, 7 New England highways are looking good. Up in northern New England, Interstate 89, southbound side, little slow after the Canadian border up in Vermont. Interstate 87 the southbound side, little slow after the Canadian border up in upstate New York. Highways and byways, New York City are looking good. Down in New York City, 95 on both ends is back to the Bronx side, the George Washington Bridge on the southbound side. Interstate 87 on the northbound side, it is back to from 95 up into the Bronx. Long Expressway, westbound side is back to the Queens all the way at the Midtown Tunnel. 270 eastbound side, also from the Bay Ridge all the way out to Brooklyn Bridge. 270 to the westbound side, so there's the North Bridge. 670 to the northbound side, also just before the Northern State Parkway. And throughout that bridge to the northbound side, it is slow. And Interstate 81 on the southbound side, a little slower. Route 66 in Harrisburg, Virginia. Peter Chalduza is now 8:08 on this Saturday morning, and it's time now for weather report. The latest on Nicole. It is travel storm with 70 miles per hour wind, zero location 38.1 to the north, 51.6 west. Maps say winds at 70 miles an hour, moving east northeast at 17 miles an hour. Resilient Nicole forecast was straight later today. The northwest monsoon warning is affected 5 a.m. The center of tropical storm Nicole was located at latitude 38.1 at the north, lots of 51.6 in west. Nicole is moving through the east northeast near 17 miles, but the trend to the east will increase to the forward speed is forecast later today. Maxine within near 70 miles of higher gusts, and some races are possible. Nicole is expected to be produced an hurricane force winds again later today. Cyclone is forecast to be tropical career cruise above the next several days. But there is a still possibility that Nicole could be post-tropical over the weekend. It's also the force winds estimated also over 310 miles from the center. Estimated of the center pressure 970 millimeters, 20 with 88 inches, and swells are searching to Nicole continue to affect Bermuda and the United States East Coast from the Carolina northward for the next couple of days. So also Nicole are beginning to affect the coastline of Atlantic Canada continue to the weekend. Their swells create dangerous surf current, dangerous rip currents, and please refer to the products used by a local warehouse for more information. And now, looking at the radar around the Pacific Northwest because they're going to hit with a windstorm only worse. As this is a system from a typhoon off the coast. And take a look at the latest radar shows line of rain clouds stretching from northwestern California, stretching from Western Oregon up to Western Washington State with a few snow flurries around the mountains and Cascades. And looking at the futurecast, it's 5:10. And though this is a system that's going to bring rain, wind, and a lot of problems all along the Pacific Northwest, along with some power outages possible here. Okay, 7-day forecast here in Naughton and vicinity goes like this. First, we are under a freeze warning from now until 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Daylight Time this morning. Locations include portions of the eastern and southeast Massachusetts, include the cities of Framingham, Lowell, Lawrence, Foxford, Norwood, Cambridge, Stockton, and Brockton, ranging for the temperatures low 30s. Temperature between 2 a.m. and 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Temperatures will be reasonably low. Freezing, sensitive vegetation to the left unprotected will be killed. Freeze water means that some freezing temperatures are diminished or highly likely. These conditions will kill crops that have a sensitive vegetation. 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, here is possible for today. Otherwise, sun's come at 60 degrees calm wind. For tonight, punch bounce up to 4 a.m. Otherwise, most schools come at 37 degrees calm wind. For Sunday, punch bounce between 9 a.m. and otherwise. Most suns come at 69 degrees. Calm wind becoming south and 5 9 miles in the morning. Sunday night, scattered showers. May up to 11 p.m. Punch bounce comes at 5 a.m. Otherwise, most clouds come at 57 degrees. Southwest about 68 miles an hour. Just patient 40%. New percent less than 7 days possible. For Monday, slight temperature change after before 11 a.m. Much better before 10 a.m. Otherwise, Princess skies high about 75 degrees and west wind about 55 miles and anticipation 20%. Monday night, most clouds about 55 degrees. Tuesday, most sunny forecast about 80, about 56 degrees. Wednesday, most sunny forecast about 70, about 51 degrees. Thursday, temperature change most sunny, most clouds about 60, about 50 degrees. Anticipation 35%. And for Friday, temperature change most clouds about 65 degrees. Anticipation 50%. Currently, and not near, it is clear skies, and we have a temperature of 35 degrees. We'll be at 9%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News. Saturday morning news on it. Saturday morning, October 15th, 2016. We'll be a good morning and a good passage and a good day.